Hey you guys, so I am currently retwisting my brother's hair. I'm going to be prepping a video on how I get a fresh retwist like this all the time. So first, what I like to do is I position my client's head to where I can work with them, but of course, your clients don't always stand still. So it's okay to move their head in the direction that you need to. Right now I'm just clipping the unwanted section, and I use these clips pretty much because his hair is extremely long, but luckily I have this rubber band here, so I'm gonna use this for right now. You can go ahead and measure it. So basically, after I've sectioned off the unwanted hairs, I select my row, and I usually like to use a rat tail comb. I call this a rat tail comb. You guys may call it a pointed comb, parting comb, whatever you call it, I take that. So I basically just comb the hairs in the direction that the part is. As you can see, his parting is pretty clean. So we're going to go ahead and do this here. All right, so the twist and lock gel that I like to use is the Lock and Lay gel by the Locks for Life Salon. This video is not supported, but however, the consistency of this product is pretty nice. I've got some here on my hand, but it's pretty thick. It's more like I would say like an edge control. So basically I work that up on my hand and I apply it generously to the part of where I am applying it. So as you see here, I'm going to be laying it all along the locks that I've already designated that I'm going to be working on. I put a good generous amount. That, you guys, my video cut off on me. My camera died. However, what I was saying is that I do apply a generous amount of the product that I use, which is the Lock and Lay gel by Locks for Life. This video is not supported, so Locks for Life, you can definitely support me. But this is the gel that I use. I apply a generous amount to my client's head, as you can see here, and I'm gonna show you how I retwist. So the first method that I use is the rat tail comb method. I prefer to use this comb just because it's easier to work with. I comb the product through the hair and retwist with the comb. Once I get to a portion that I can no longer retwist, I grab a little bit more product, apply it to that last section, and I palm roll. So you probably have seen this technique on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is that you watch your tutorials on. You've probably seen it on that. So I clip my hair down because I like a flat retwist. Go ahead and grab my next section. I'm gonna do a couple of locks like this. My product has dried up a little bit on his hair, so I'm just gonna apply just a little bit more. Don't want it to cake up on him, but again, we're gonna comb through the part. And again, you guys, I'm a little heavy-handed, but my brother is very used to me being like this. Combing and retwisting till I can't no more. Take a little bit of product, put it to the end where you can see his hair is starting to bud. And that is called a bud because that is exactly where the lock starts to lock in that area. So you can see that this was new growth. All that budding there is going to eventually lock on him. If you don't know what the locking process is like. So again, applied a little bit of amount to that, and I'm going to palm roll. So I'm going to, and then clip to the other lock that I just did. And I like to clip on that budding that's there to keep it flat. Again, pulling another lock, separating it, applying a little bit more product to the back just because it's dried out since my camera decided to die on me. And I'm going to comb the product through, make sure that it fully penetrates his hair. and I'm going to comb back and coil. And sometimes if you don't do it right, the lock can get caught in there, but I've been doing this for a pretty long time, so I know how to get it out. I applied that product in there. I'm showing you the palm rolling. So I have one hand here, the other hand like here, like I'm gonna pray, and I just bring it in the same direction that I am retwisting the hair in, and I pin. So that is the first method that I like to use. My most, I guess, dominant method is the right word to use, or not even dominant method, but that is the method that I just prefer to use. Those locks are a little big, so I'm just gonna clip them down with 2, just to keep it flat to his head. And there we go. As you can see here, these are his locks. I'm not sure how many locks he has total, but I'll do.
Like 62 or 63.
I think it's 62 or 63 is what he said, but you can see the difference in his hair here, his new growth compared to the retwist. So again, here I'm going to be showing you the second method that I like to use that's without the comb for the retwisting part. With this one, I'm going to show you how I section off his hair. So again, section off that area and just combing his parts, making sure that they're nice and neat and I can see them visibly. Locks tend to, as they're growing out, they tend to combine with each other. And we're trying to prevent combining his locks. You only combine them when you see that the hair is thinning out. One day I will definitely post a video on how to combine a lock. I have another client that has some thinning in certain areas of his hair. So I'll show you guys that. But with this client, I'm gonna again take my twist and lock gel and apply it to the area that I am currently working on. And we're going to make sure that we add enough here. Now, I don't do, I don't size out how much product I'm gonna use. I just apply till I feel like the locticians will tell me to stop. And I did not mention this in the beginning of my video, but I am not a hairstylist. I have experience working with hair, and I've been working with hair for about, I'm currently 23, and I'll be turning, no, I'm 22, goodness. I'm 22 and I'll be turning 23 this month, but I have only been doing hair since I was I've learned how to do hair since I was 10, and I've just been doing it from there. So now, with this method, we're just going to palm roll. So if I already put the product in his hair, made sure it was on both sides, combed out the hair, now what I'm gonna do is palm roll. And as you can see, that lock easily just coils. And I just go over it to make sure it's neat. And you've got a re-twisted lock. I'm just gonna show this method one more time. Here, I've already applied my product. I'm gonna apply just a little bit more. And we're gonna comb through it. There we go. And we're just gonna palm roll again. Here's a up close. I'm gonna just roll back, roll back. You don't wanna tighten too much because you don't want the hair to be, you don't wanna cause too much stress onto the hair. So what I'm doing is just smoothing out the product with his lock. And then I'm gonna come here and clip it to the one that I already did, giving that flat look. All right, so now that we are approaching the end, I'm going to go ahead and just retwist, show you guys these third method that I have, where it's just coiling with the fingers. So again, like how we've been doing, parting out the hair, combing the product through, and this time I'm just going to coil with my fingers till it gets a little tight. So that is the last method that I use. I usually don't use this one because it doesn't keep the hair as neat, but his hair is very mature, so we don't have to do that as much. I'm gonna show you guys again how that looks. Again, applying the product to his hair, combing it through, and retwisting with our fingers. So I'm gonna slow it down so that way you can see I'm just looping it around my finger. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for new videos. Bye.